No way. In the net. This is tench number 4, I think, 4 or 5. This one was super hard fighting for some reason. Not the biggest one, but pretty dark. I did make sure to get the rods out before showing you that fish, just so that I am fishing effectively. Nice little tench. Now I hope that I don't get too many more of those, because they are starting to get a little bit annoying, but we'll see. Alright, so it is 3 p.m. now, so big time gap. Unfortunately, not too much has happened. I lost a tench, didn't see it, but definitely was a tench, felt super tenchy. Now you could say, if you don't want to catch tenches, use bigger baits or increase the hair or whatever on the rig, but yes. But on the other hand, I did have great success on small baits for the carp. I know that if there's carp on the spot and the carp kind of take over the spots, then usually you do catch them and the tench slow down. Like I said, it's 3 p.m. Usually that time of day is pretty dead on the canal. You don't really catch much at all. Despite everything, I am optimistic for another carp tonight, honestly. Maybe even 2. I think it could happen. Second night tends to be better than the first night, because the fish kind of get used to the bait, and because I am usually fishing instant, like without pre-baiting. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and hoping for the best. Fingers are very, very, very crossed. Hi, ja. Zout. Danke.
Oh, you are
German. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice fish.
Thank you, thank you.
Carp?
One I caught.
Yeah?
In the morning, yeah.
Middle or?
A common. But that is a small one.
Yeah.
Not so big, but
it's nice.
Yeah?
Do you film with the camera?
Yeah, I film for YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. What's your name on
Fish and Chill.
And I follow you.
Oh, thank you.
Do you fish a lot?
So we are moving towards evening now. It is 8 p.m. so we have about 2 more hours of daylight. I just caught tench number 6 for the session. It was a rather small one, so I quickly released it don't really have to hold up every tench I catch now. I think you have seen enough on the mat already. Well, should I catch a big one, I'll obviously show it. So I was just talking to a young lad here who was just spin fishing with his lure rod. He said he also saw me yesterday when I was bivvied up on the first spot. So yeah, we're moving into the last 2 hours of the day, of daylight. And I think that the bites should start to happen again. That tench was the start of probably a very sleepless night again. If I don't increase the hook baits later, which I probably will. Should I catch a few more, but yeah, 1 more carp for the session. That is really the objective here. All right. The sun is just setting there behind those houses. And I am into what feels like, you might have guessed it, what feels like another tench. Who would have thought? They just need them. It is fun to play those tench on those light rods. Well, 2-pound test curve. And in the net. Oh man, another smallish tench. Just quick unhook, there you go. Just a nice tench. Does have a little bit of a deformed mouth here. Yeah, lovely. Dankjewel. Alright, so to maybe combat the tench a little bit now, because it is getting towards darkness and the last thing I want is to wake up for a tench a couple of times in the night again. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, tench are nice fish and I do like to catch them, but I do want to give myself a chance for 1 more carp, so I will go bigger with the baits. This one is boilie plus half a pop-up, and every rod that I will catch a tench on from now on, I will increase the hook bait size. So on those, both of those rods I have a 12mm pop-up right now, I think, and should I be catching a tench on one of them, then I'll also change to this exact hook bait, little snowman. But if there is big tench, they will also take that, no bother. But the small ones, at least, I can single out. I will not put in any pellets, I'll just put in whole boilies. And also no PVA mesh bag, just the hook bait by itself. This is furthermore to combat the tench a little bit. I'm thinking to put the rod that was in the middle, the one that I just had a tench on, I'm thinking to put it out far to make this my left-hand rod now, just because the spot might be taken over by tench to where the carp don't even want to take anything from there. I have seen a bunch of shoals in the distance there by the pad, so I'm gonna just drop it there and then see what happens. I have caught carp from up there before. It's just difficult in the darkness to navigate to the same spot again because you can't see the lilies from that distance. There we go, and well. It's just about to go dark now, and the left-hand rod, the one that I just bait boated out, went off. Dare I say, that does feel kind of breamy. Actually, hold on. There's a bunch of lilies here. What is it? Yeah, it's a small tench. I was thinking maybe it's a small carp, but nope. Oh, I lost it. That's fine. It just came off right here, but oh man, look at all that. So yeah, this was on the bigger hook bait, by the way. That was the fastest bite I've had probably this whole session, and that was on the biggest bait. I'll keep the same hook bait on, still looks pretty good. Hasn't been in the water for very long. I'll bait boat it out alongside some more boilies, same position. I was really hoping for a carp. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. Let's see. Oh. Oh. The other rod went off. I was just... Oh, 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 that's a carp. No, no. You've got to be kidding me. It came off. No, I think that was a carp. That was, I think, a carp that I just lost in the lilies. Oh man. The thing is, I need to have quite a tight drag because of all the lilies. I was trying to get inside of those, so I had to, like, I couldn't give it any more line, and it just pinged off. Oh, this is such a gutter. This is so annoying, man. Finally get a carp take again, probably. I mean, unless it was a really, really feisty tench, I'm not sure, but oh well. I'll get both the rods re-rigged and then get them straight back out, because right now it does seem like the fish are feeding. And maybe we're still in for a carp tonight. Who knows? I hope so. It just turned dark, and my right hand rod, the one that I've redone the most recent, on the yellow Pacific tuna wafter, went off, and it is surprisingly the first one of the session. I thought we would have caught more by now, but it is a big slab, a big bream. Now, not my favorite fish, but I am an all-around angler as well as a carp angler, so to be honest, I don't really mind bream as much as some other people do. They're still, like, if they go big sizes, they're still impressive fish, and yeah, I can appreciate a bream as well. This being the first one of the session, finally a change from the tench. Can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, rod straight back in and hopefully a carp. Okay, I just got the rod out. It's legit been 2 minutes and it went off again. Literally in 2 minutes. Yeah, it's another tench. Alright, tench number, I don't know, I lost count. And yeah, I gotta think about what I do with this rod. Do I leave the hook bait on or change it? I don't know. Alright. Looks like I just got another bream. Unbelievable. So why now? Why now? So I am keeping the light off right now because as soon as I turn it on, this place will be full of mosquitoes again, which just happened with the bream I caught. Like, my face was absolutely full of them. All the 3 rods now have snowman baits. I'm not putting in any more bait because the more bait I put in, the more tench and bream I seem to catch now. So all I'm putting in the bait boat hopper is the hook bait. The fish really seem to be active right now. I mean, I don't know where all of those fish are coming from suddenly. Hopefully the next time that I talk to you guys is going to be on the mat with a carp in my hands. But if not, then I'll see in the morning. I'll not record any more tench or bream. Just because every time I turn the light on, mosquitoes are all over the place and it's not worth it, trust me. If I catch a carp, you'll see it, but unless I catch one, I will see you in the morning and then I'll tell you everything that happened this night. It's only been dark for an hour and all of that action happened within just that 1 hour, which is crazy. Have a good night and I'll see you then. Alright, so we are into the next day. It is already 12:30, so it's not the morning. And there's a good reason for it, because the morning I completely slept. I had to get some sleep because the night was so eventful. Well, in a good or in a bad way, I'll leave it up for you to decide. But I just caught bream and tench after bream and tench. I think I caught 4 or 5 bream in those 4 hours where I stopped recording, and it didn't matter what I tried. I increased the hook baits. I ended up using 2 boilies on a classic herring with quite a bit of a gap between the shank of the hook and the first of like the boilies. Didn't matter. I casted them out as singles, not using bait boat, not using any bait around, no PVA, nothing. Still got caught bream and tench. Yeah, I don't know what happened or where all those bream come from, because the first night I haven't had a single one, and now suddenly I'm just getting one everywhere. I didn't even cast onto my spots. I just casted in open water, like in spots where I wasn't fishing, where I wasn't baiting the whole session so far, and I still caught them there. I have no idea. I have no idea. I did lose 2 or 3 fish in the night, I don't even remember yet, due to the lilies, and also due to, like, apparently in front of me there's quite a bit of snags on the bottom. So when the fish goes down, like, it got snagged quite a bit, and then I just hook pulled them. I don't know if these were carp. They weren't really pulling very hard. Could have been tench probably. I mean, very likely. So we are into afternoon already. And about an hour ago, I actually took the rods out because I'm staying for a few more hours. I thought, okay, I'll check what's going on the rods. And to my surprise, double boilie on each of the 3 hooks, they were all gone. Everything was gone. The hair was naked. I don't know, like the fish must have like pecked the boilies away to the point where there was just literally nothing left on the hair at all. Crazy. So I redid all of them, went back to small pop-ups because we are into the afternoon, into the midday. You know, I don't mind catching like some tension now when I'm awake, when I'm ready, when I'm here. I just put like small pop-ups on the spinner rig, casted them out as singles. Didn't mind with my bait boat anymore, because at this point I knew I just had to cast out, and if there's fish, they'll find that, they'll take it. And yeah, I did catch another tension just now. I have it in the net to show you. In the afternoon, which is quite uncommon for this canal. Could have used bigger baits to begin with to maybe catch 1 or 2 more carp, possibly. Like I said in the past, whenever I fished this canal, I never had trouble like this. Yeah, I maybe caught 5 tench before I caught a carp, but nowhere anything like this, because I caught like 15 tench this session and like 5 bream or so. 1 carp, which kind of saved the whole trip. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, fish is fish, you know. But just in the night, it's a bit annoying getting up as soon as you lay down, as soon as you think, okay, everything is done again. And then it goes off again and you have to get up. And one of my landing nets broke, by the way. The pole just snapped. This was on a bream as well. Ironically, out of all the fish. I'm gonna show you the tench, and then we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm sure you have seen enough tench already this session, but yeah, that is the next one. Honestly, I lost count on how many I caught, but that's probably the last one, likely. Let's see if I can get 1 more on the line, but if that's the last one, then yeah, it was a successful session as an all-round angler. But as a carp fisherman, meh, semi. I mean, I caught one, which is nice. And it was quite a cool one, the one I caught, so I'm happy with that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. I'm aiming to upload 1 video every week from different places, lakes, ponds, rivers, canals, all sorts. We have come to the end of a session. Lots of ups and downs, lots of fish caught. Unfortunately, only 1 carp. Could have maybe been more, but also I do think that they're not properly on the feed yet. Maybe give it a week or 2, and then they should be fully done with all their spawning, recovery and everything, and I'm sure that it will be better. Now the tench were very dominant. The bream turned up at night too and started taking over a little bit. Yeah, I just wasn't prepared, didn't have very large hook baits with me, because normally I don't need them here, but I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.